Hello everyone, I'm back with live commentary, and I'm about to head out to sea on Route 230. Now about that whole bit with the post-commentary last video, I wouldn't have done it if I didn't have a good reason to do it. But rest assured, this is probably not going to be the last time I do post-commentary because I see myself doing that again somewhere down the road. Anyway, on to bigger and better things. Oh boy, we have a lot to talk about today. Okay, there's the matter of that trailer we saw involving Legend ZA, and more importantly, we got a trio of 7-star Terra battle events. So as of right now, we got a 7-star Terra battle event featuring the Mighty Meowscarda. So that event started on February 28th, and it'll end on March 6th. Then after that, we have a 7-star Skeletor's Terra battle event, which will begin on March 6th and end on March 13th. Then after that, we have a 7-star Quackleval Terra battle event, which will begin on March 14th and end on March 20th. So let's talk about this Meowscarda, shall we? Its ability is Protean, its Terra type is Grass, its nature is Adamant, and knows the moves Flower Trick, Night Slash, Acrobatics, and Play Rough. And its additional moves, Hone Claws, Petal Blizzard, and Grassy Terrain. So what I do against that thing? Well, I fought that thing twice, believe it or not. So my first attempt, I went at Meowscarda with the Ceruledge, and I gave the moves Sword Stance, Bitter Blade, Sunny Day, and Clear Smog. Also swung the Metronome, its nature was Adamant, and its Terra type was Fire. So what I did was I used Bitter Blade a few times to heal myself, because the threat of Night Slash could actually pose a huge threat, obviously. So yeah, I kept on spamming Bitter Blade so that way I could Terrestrialize. Also, at the start of the battle, Meowscarda does go for Hone Claws, so yeah, I had to use Clear Smog to get rid of those boosts since, its moves will hit a lot harder. So yeah, after I used Bitter Blade 3 times, I Terrestrialized, I set up the Sun, and then I used Sword Stance so that way I could really get some HP back thanks to Bitter Blade, and also do a lot more damage with Bitter Blades. And surprisingly enough, I only needed one attempt to capture that Meowscarda. I didn't need multiple attempts to capture that thing, surprisingly enough. Yeah, I'm not really sure how I managed to capture that thing with only one attempt. Now I did say I fought that thing again because I did see some other Pokemon that I could have used to take on that Meowscarda. And the other Pokemon I used was a Scizor. So I gave the moves Sword Stance, Iron Defense, and Lunge. Yeah, 3 moves. Okay, my Terra type was Bug, and I had it hold the Shell Bell since, since that thing's going to be really pounding me, Meowscarda that is, yeah, I figure I might as well have the Shell Bell on Scizor so that way I can get some HP back. Okay, so since Lunge is going to lower Meowscarda's physical attack stats, yeah, I had to use it a few times so that way its attacks won't do so much damage. Now, I believe it gets rid of your stat boosts and ability first before it does the same to, it gets rid of your stat boost first before it gets rid of any negative effects on itself. So yeah, as soon as it did that, I went for Iron Defense and Sword Stance so that way I could really give myself some boosts so that way I could survive whatever Meowscarda had to throw at me. So after using Iron Defense a few times, yeah, that thing couldn't touch me at all. And it was all a matter of just spamming Lunge until it went down. But just like with the 7-star Torterra, I can't capture it again after capturing it once. I can only capture it just once, and that's it. Of course, I think there's some other Pokemon I could have used against that thing. Maybe Corviknight, since Flying Steel, yeah, that's something that could definitely wall Meowscarda. But I'm not really sure how I could manage to make something like that work because I never once used Corviknight in my life. I prefer Skarmory because to me I see Skarmory as the better Pokemon. Feel free to disagree. Now, as for that 7-star Skeletor's Terra battle event, even though it's not around quite yet, if it does get Torch Song, then maybe I could use a move that could maybe swap its ability, since it's probably going to have Unaware for an ability, since that's a 10 ability. So, yeah, if that does happen, then okay, I might as well do that. So that way, if I have a Pokemon with what's it called again? Contrary. Yeah, if it does go for Torch Song, then it can lower its own special attack like an idiot. But I won't know that for sure until the event comes out. Okay, and now for the trailer. So, I was really surprised at what I saw. So it looks like we got the starters finally revealed. Chikorita, Chepig, and Totodile. Not the starters I would have chosen myself, but okay, beggars can't be choosers. So I assume this means we're going to see those three potentially get Mega Evolved forms? Well, I assume so, because some people are seeing Mega Megadium as Grass Fairy, if that does happen, that is. In the trailer, I did see that Chikorita had Disarming Voice as one of its moves, so yeah, I assumed that maybe it is going to get a Mega Evolved form. Well, only time will tell whether or not that is going to happen. And since the starters have been revealed already, oh boy. I can't tell you how many memes I've seen so far that involve Cyndaquil being left out of the mix. Not really sure why people are complaining, because we had Cyndaquil be used as a starter back in Legends Arceus. So yeah, it's only fitting that we go with something different this time. Although, as I said, not the stars I would have chosen. I would have chosen something different. But yeah, I'm not really sure what other stars I would have chosen. Okay, so the game's going to come out in late 2025. I assume around Thanksgiving, because that's usually when the Pokemon games come out. Okay, now I'll talk about some of the features we saw in Legends EA. So it looks like we got real-time battles, and by that I mean you can actually move around so that way you could dodge opposing attacks. Wow, that's something that has never been seen in Pokemon games before. So yeah, it looks like Game Freak is really upping their game. Also, we got some wild zones within the city of Lumio City, so that way you can capture some Pokemon. So I guess we're only going to be exploring around Lumio City in Legends EA. Well, that's a shame. I thought maybe we would see other parts of the Kalos region. But at least we get to see other characters as well, including, what was his name? AZ. Yeah, the guy with the 3,000-year-old Floettes. Yeah, I knew that guy would make an appearance. Speaking of which, I guess we also got some futuristic mechanics in Lumio City. So I guess that confirms that Lumio City is taking place deep within the future. I'm not really sure what timeline it is, but yeah, it looks like it's taking place well into the future. Also, I heard something about a cooldown system involving your moves. What I mean by that is, if you go for a move, then I think you have to wait a little bit so that way you could use that move again. It seems to me that's ripped out of Pokemon Masters, because I think I saw something like that before, where you use a move and then you have to wait some time so that way you could use it again. Yeah, I guess it was something like that. Well, even though I never played Pokemon Masters in my life, I have seen it, but I never played it. But yeah, that's something I remembered from Pokemon Masters. So yeah, I'm not really sure why they did that. So yeah, dodging attacks just by moving around. Yeah, I never thought something like that would happen. I mean, yeah, we have seen that before in the anime, but I never thought something like that would be seen in the games itself. Okay, I'm really having horrible luck with the Seed Flare's accuracy. Okay, good thing that didn't freeze me. Okay, might as well go with Giga Drain because I'm down to my last Seed Flare. Well, after this, maybe I could switch over to Palkia so that way I could give it some action. Wow, is Vaporeon bulky or what? Well, whatever. So yeah, we're only going to be exploring one city, I assume. Or maybe there's going to be another trailer somewhere down the road, and maybe something different will be seen there. If so, then that'd be great. Also, are we going to see certain Pokemon appear in Legends EA? What I mean by that is, well, back in Legends Arceus, we did see some Alpha Pokemon, so I don't know if we're going to see certain Pokemon that'll be Alpha Pokemon as well, because, yeah, as much as it really pains me to say this, but, yeah, I didn't like getting molested by those Alpha Pokemon all too much, but to me, I guess it makes a good challenge. Also, I heard that, if you capture a Pokemon, then that's great, but if it does break out, then I think it might actually flee or hide somewhere. So yeah, I guess you have to either battle it or something, or maybe really get lucky capturing that Pokemon. Also, I saw that a Pokemon's HP dropped to 0, and you were still able to catch it. Finally! I don't know what took them so long to come up with that decision, because yeah, I can't tell you how many times I want to capture a Pokemon, but I accidentally kill it due to a critical hit, and I end up missing out on the Pokemon entirely. Especially when it came to a shiny Pokemon. Yeah, I think you all felt the wrath of that. So yeah, it took them several generations, but they finally did something like that. So that's good. Now, I did say that maybe Chikorita, Chepig, and Totodile could possibly get Mega Evolutions. I did say that some people predict that if Meganium does get a Mega Evolved form, could it be Grass Fairy? Because in this game, surprisingly enough, I believe Meganium is Grass Fairy because I believe some people actually see Meganium as Grass Fairy. For Emboar, well, I'm not really sure what type it could be if it were to get a Mega Evolved form. And for Alligator, well, it is a Water Dark type in this game. So yeah, I don't know if Mega Alligator could potentially be a Water Dark type. Only time will tell whether or not those three get Mega Evolved forms. If so, then that'd be great. Also, the abilities are there, obviously, since, well, since Mega Evolution's a thing in Legends of ZA, it's only fitting that, a lot of Pokemon get their respective abilities when they're Mega Evolved. Okay, Confusion is really annoying. Yeah, I managed to not hit myself with Confusion in that previous battle that I did, but it looks to me like, yeah, I really have to... Oh, come on, really? Twice in a row? Okay, maybe I should switch to something else because it looks like this thing won't stop spamming Cheater Dance. Let's see, how about Dialga? Yeah, I would chance it with Confusion, but, yeah, I'm not really sure if my luck with Confusion is really all that good. Okay, now I was going for Nature Power for some reason. Well, had I known I was going to go for Nature Power, then maybe I would have used the Yellow Flute again. But I had no way of knowing whether or not Ludicolo was going to go for Teeter Dance a third time. Oh, seriously? Going for Teeter Dance again? Okay, I don't think it's going to go for Teeter Dance again. So, yeah, I'm going to use the Yellow Flute to get rid of that Confusion right now. Besides, this thing's not really posing much of a threat to me. Oh, come on, are you kidding me? Okay, is the AI predicting that I'm using the Yellow Flute just to get rid of the Confusion, or what? If so, then I wouldn't believe that for a second because there's no way the AI is that smart. Okay, stops going for Teeter Dance. Okay, I never thought taking down a Ludicolo would be so hard. Well, then again, it has pretty good special defense, so yeah, I'm not surprised that this thing is giving me quite a bit of trouble. Well, then again, not really, because at least this thing's not really putting a number on me. It's just that it keeps on spamming Confusion, and yeah, that's really freaking annoying. Okay, how many more trainers are left on Route 230? Because, yeah, it seems to me I'm getting by this route pretty quickly. Okay, I don't think I fought this guy yet. But I'll do so after I fight this Wild Tentacle. Actually, I'm not really sure how much Pokemon that guy has, so I'm not really sure if I could even fight that guy in this video. Well, yeah, it all depends on how many Pokemon that guy has, and if I know that he has a lot of Pokemon on him, then yeah, maybe I'll save him for the next part. Actually, seeing as how time is really going by, maybe I'll just leave that guy for next video. Since, yeah, I really don't know how much Pokemon that guy has, and, yeah, I don't want to go over 15 minutes. So, I'm just going to spend these last few minutes trying to fight a few wild Pokemon, and then call it an episode. So, yeah, I was really impressed with what I saw in that trailer of Legends ZA. They really outdid themselves this time. But hopefully we get to see more of Legends ZA in the upcoming months, because it's probably going to be quite a while before we see another trailer, since, yeah, they're still working on the game, and yeah, something like that takes quite a bit of time. Okay, I'm going to stop here for today, and next time we're going to fight that trainer you see there, and move on to bigger and better things. See you next time.